This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions. Hi, this is Mark Hayward from the Absolute Business Mindset podcast. So what I'm going to talk about today is what you should do in your 20s. If you've followed me for some time, you will have realised that I've talked about my 20s where I was socialising, I was out meeting friends, meeting women, drinking, socialising. But this is what I wish someone had told me in my 20s. So what I wish they would have told me was to work hard early on in your career, establish a base, perhaps work for free for someone while you're living at home. That gives you options of being able to work for interesting people, whether it's an interesting CEO or an interesting businessman, or equally a politician or a scientist that you've not thought of. It gives you lots of opportunities in your 20s where your outgoings are low, you don't have responsibilities, that you're able to work for someone for free. But if you want to invest in your career early on, you might want to join a company, whether it's a small company, a startup, or a large corporate. And I would say if you can get a lot of your early stuff, whether it's professional qualifications, whether it's gaining knowledge about marketing or sales, it gives you that freedom later on in your career where you might not be so career focused. I've met a lot of people who did a lot of their professional qualifications early on, and then they've now reached their 40s and they have young children or they have other priorities. They're able to take a foot off of the accelerator. Now that doesn't work for everyone. The conjunction is that if you work hard in your 20s, you might be able to set up a business and sell it by your 30 and then set you up for life. So I think there's definitely, I wish someone had said to me in my 20s to work a lot harder and deliver a lot more value, learn more skills, meet new people that are going to aid your career, your business, and I wish someone had said that to me earlier. So what this podcast is to try and do is give you those tools and techniques for you early on in your career, in your 20s, let's say, or maybe early 30s, that you want to be able to double down on that, to be able to get some real leverage later on in your life. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. It's been quite cathartic for me to be able to think about that and maybe have a few regrets, but equally to be able to go, I am where I am now and I've got to drive forward and push forward for my career, for my business. So hopefully you'll get something from that. If you've got any feedback, please do send it to absolutebusinessmindset@gmail.com. Any feedback, any ideas on people that I'd like to interview, or people that you would like, subjects that you'd like me to talk about. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
A payroll and HR company needs to be prepared for whatever is going to happen. You could say that over 70 years of experience helping businesses all over the world run smoothly is good preparation. But for ADP, that's not enough. To make sure millions of people are getting paid on time and in compliance, we're staying on top of each new piece of legislation. So when it comes down to it, ADP isn't just a payroll and HR company. We're the company that helps you navigate the complexities. ADP, HR talent, time, benefits, and payroll, informed by data and designed for people.